Hi, this is Susan for SLC Aquatics coming to you live this Friday evening on I believe it's November the 6th, 2020, right? So
Evening.
on I believe it's November the 6th, 2000. Got to mute the other YouTube channel, me, that's showing up all of a sudden. But I want to welcome everyone to the live stream. I see Darlene's tanks came in. Yes, but I don't know how to come on with you. I'm on an iPad. Well, Darlene, all I have to do is send you an email that you can open on your iPad. And it will ask you, I think, to open up, what is that browser? The browser is Safari, and follow the prompts. Hello, Mr. Bob Kaler, Kaler's Aquatics. Good to see you here tonight. Today's subject is going to be setting up your first aquarium. I've put the link out. I've been talking to ladies all day, chasing them around. Some's left the group because they don't want all of the chit chat that goes on the group. So, I understand that, but I just need one place to be able to communicate with everybody. But because it's all ladies, I don't want everyone that's subscribed to be in on the conversations because we're getting ideas and things. But anyway, I do understand if it annoys you because it annoys me too. But I just have notifications and sounds off on just about all of my apps. You might hear something now because I just got a new phone yesterday, so I'm learning how to mute it and everything. I'm setting up 9-10 gallons. Great. Hey, Melvin. Hello, Susan of SLC Aquatics. There is rebuilding our brand. We have Fish Fam Radio 96 USA in the house. Woo-hoo-hoo. Brad, how are you doing? So you can text me, Darlene, your email address that you can open on your pad. And your iPad should have a camera and a microphone already on it. So if you want to join me, tell us about setting up your first aquarium, or do we have a project that's still, oh, I just got notification that I'm live, 2.5, almost 3 minutes into the stream. Thank you so much for the introduction, Susan. Check out Rebuilding Our Brand. Yes. And anyway, all of that is in fun. And I do, let's see, I have a couple messages in Messenger. Let's see. Thank you, Susan says. Susie Q at Q Aquatics, TQ 101 miniatures will be joining us hopefully in a few minutes. Sent you my email. Okay, great. Now, how can I get it? Oh, I know how to do it. Y'all just whistle while you work. So, y'all, excuse me just a minute while I fill out this email form to invite Darlene up. And I know I've had that before, but thank you for sending it. All right, and you just follow the prompts that's on the screen. It'll either have you open your Safari browser or Chrome. I can't remember. And if you don't have Chrome on there, I think you can still do it in Safari. So you should be getting an email any minute. I'm so excited. Me too. So setting up your first aquarium. This is going to be for beginners, intermediate, and experts. And since Mr. Kaler is in the chat at Kaler's Aquatics, Bob, he says he's setting up 9-10 gallons. Thank you for telling everybody to hit the like button. I know you're excited about setting up 9-10 gallons. We got Darlene's tanks coming in. Hello, Darlene.
Am I here?
You're here. You're live.
Yay! That makes me so excited.
Welcome to the Fish Fam All Girls
Thank
Live
you.
Stream. Good to have you
I
with
gotta
us.
figure out where to look.
Yes, that's good right there. See, I can put you on the full screen. And when you're talking, today's topic, setting up your first aquarium. Do you remember doing that, Darlene?
Oh my gosh, it wasn't that long ago. Yes, of course.
Well, tell us about it.
Well, I didn't know what to do because the last time I had an aquarium was like in the 70s. And everything had changed so much. I mean, it was just unbelievable how things had changed. And so I didn't know about the nitrogen cycle. I didn't know about anything. And so I had to do a lot of research and learn. And I didn't know a lot about live plants. I bought all these plastic plants. Then I had to take them out and get me some live ones so I know what to do. But it was really amazing. But I have 7 tanks now.
You have 7 now. Congratulations. Mm-hmm. I want to know, what was the first thing that you did? Of course, you were thinking about, I want fish. I want fish. I want to set up a tank. So what was the next step that you went through? Can you remember?
Yes, I got on YouTube. I got on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
That's what I did. I got on YouTube and I started looking at what people were doing now, and because I knew things had changed, but I didn't have any knowledge of what was going on today.
Some of the YouTube channels that you went to, are they still YouTubers, Fish Fam community?
Yeah, I went to KG Tropics and looked at all his like setting up a tank and new things. I went to Corey's, of course, and I got on Fish Room Fevers, but he was just starting his channel then, and it was a lot of technology. He was learning how to set up his channel, so I didn't pay attention to him. Really, I just started skimming the internet.
That's cool. That's basically what I did when I got started too. So after you saw the videos for setting up your tank, then did you go to the next step, like researching what kind of fish you want to put in it?
Well, I started out with substrates. And I started searching substrates. And I had already bought all these plastic plants. I mean, lots of plastic plants. And I was just setting up a 29 is all I was setting up. And so I put all my plastic plants in there, and I figured I was going to use gravel, which I did. And then I knew that I had to let it set, for a month or so. So then I decided that I was going to start looking at fish. And I knew that I loved the Corys. They were my favorite. So I started with the Corys and went from there. I don't have a lot of fish. I have several tanks empty because I was out of work for so long with the pandemic and all. And my money was really short. But now I'm back to work, and I'm starting to buy some fish. But in one tank, all I have is 6. I think I have 16 white skirt tetras, the long fin ones.
Yes.
But in my 29 gallon, I have Corys, and then I have some hand-me-down fish that people didn't want that gave me. And so I have 5 Danios, the zebra Danios, and then I only have 1 serpent tetra, and then I have 1 lemon tetra. So I got to add to them because they like to be in bigger groups. And one of the Corys that is an albino Cory that a lady gave me has a big tumor on its head, but she eats fine, she lives fine, and she has a good life. So, her time will come eventually, but I don't know when. And I hope not anytime soon because she seems real healthy.
Good.
So,
That's wonderful. Thanks for getting us started. I want to welcome Susie Q at Q Aquatics into the panel.
hey, Susie.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Darlene.
I love your plant channel.
Oh, thank you. I just posted another video a few
I know,
minutes
I
ago,
saw
and
it.
it's so weird. It's got like 1 view, so that must be you. Thank you. 1 view.
I hadn't got over there yet, Susie Q, but I will be. Wanted to tell Bob at Kaler's Aquatics, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. He's got the little fox on there going, bravo, bravo, bravo.
Oh, I love Bob too.
Yes, we do. Bob, I don't know how Bob does what he does. You know,
I know. I want to get to Tennessee and meet him.
You need to get with me next time I go up there. We're going to go up to Cleveland and just hang out and go to a couple fish stores. And that would be cool, wouldn't it?
It would. We'll have to make a trip, Susan.
If you guys are going to Cleveland, you're going right by Pennsylvania.
Oh, no, not Cleveland. Not Cleveland. Cleveland, Tennessee.
I know, Susie. Too many Clevelands everywhere.
I figured you had a funny accent for Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, but if we were in Pennsylvania, we would come see you, most definitely.
We would.
Oh, that would be so cool.
I would love to meet you.
I think I've had 2 different groups of fish people. Well, one was One Fish, Two Fish ROC. That was pretty cool.
Yes.
But like nobody comes to my house. And then one was a guy from my fish club. He came over. And then something happened. Oh, we went to visit Mark Daenerys store. And after that, Scott from King and Queen Cichlids, Michael's Fish Room, and 2 of their buddies who's now they're starting YouTube channels actually came into my house and looked at my fish room. It was like so weird. It was like,
Yeah, did you feel like they were criticizing, or did you feel like
they were so sweet? If they were criticizing, they did it behind my back, so it's all good. I don't care, because other people's opinion of me is none of my business.
Yeah, me too. That's the way I feel. I want to start a YouTube channel so bad, but I'm such a chicken, so I thought this would be my first try at being on screen.
So what is your chickenness about?
I don't know. I think it's the technology of knowing how to do it.
Well, here's the good news that can help you get started. Here's something that would really help you get started. Count on making 50 videos crap. So don't even worry about technology. Yeah. The first 50 videos are going to suck. That's good. That's supposed to happen. Just do it.
That's right.
Well, that's good to know. So yeah, I tried to make one the other night, and my Corys were laying eggs, and I was trying to collect them. Oh my gosh, I couldn't keep the other fish from eating them before I could get them. I got about 8, and then they fungused over, so I didn't, I guess everything takes time. I'll learn.
Yeah. Yes. If you ever go back and look at my first videos back in January of 2017, you all will laugh and get the confidence. Well, if Susan can do it, because that's what they did. They said, if even Corey at Aquarium Co-op said, if Susan for SLC Aquatics, and he says, I'm not doing that to belittle you, but if Susan can get on there with a $25, $30 webcam and just talk, you all can do it too. And even if you don't have a webcam, now we've got smartphones with really great cameras. Get you a little stand like this.
Well, she looks like she's got a great setup. Look, and you have a good backdrop.
Oh, this
is my office. I have 5 tanks in here. So
that's perfect.
Yes, it does. I agree.
This is my office.
But I want to get into the chat a little bit because they might have some questions for us. We got not Nola Jane Fish Rich, and I wanted to see if she wanted to come up on the panel. If you do, I'm going to share the.
Come on, Nola Jane. Come on.
Yeah, she just put a pretty picture on Facebook. I don't know if you saw it or not.
I'm off of Facebook. I can't stand drama.
Oh, yeah, all that stuff. I'm skipping over.
I'll post that my video came out. I don't even look at comments.
My thumb is sore from scrolling.
My heart is filled with love and unicorns and everything, so I don't need that.
No. So. And my solution to all of it was no matter who is president, Jesus Christ is still king.
That's right.
Hallelujah.
Yep. I didn't have to vote for that.
No, that happened on the divine authority. Let's see. Kayla says, Q, you're making me want coffee, but at the vet with 2 of my dogs. Oh, Bob, I hope it's routine. I hope it's not anything serious.
Your puppies
I
are
know,
so adorable.
Yeah, he's had a sick baby, so
Oh,
I don't know which one it is. I'm assuming it's the oldest one, but I think he's had a sick baby.
okay.
So I love his tanks. Oh my gosh, he has so many.
I know, right?
And they look so good, no matter how they are. They always look so good. So
They really do. And he just has a calmness about him. You know, he goes from one tank to the next tank, and I don't know if he documents what's going on inside the tank or not, but I have to keep notes. But my problem is I run out of paper in my notepads, and then I lose my notepads, and I don't remember what's going on anymore. So Susie Q,
what I do.
Susie Q, we are talking about setting up our first aquariums today, and Darlene shared with us her first experience. Do you remember that very first aquarium?
Absolutely. It was only a couple of years ago. I've only been keeping fish a few years. And my granddaughter was turning 2. Was she 3? She's 5 now. She must have been turning 2. I don't remember how. It was 2 or 3 years ago. It had to have been 3. And I have been making miniatures for 40, 50 years. And I had a lot of fish tanks that I kept miniatures in because I had 4 daughters and I don't want fingers in them. So I had 10 gallons and 20 gallons, but I put my miniature houses and stuff in there and then put saran wrap on top so nobody could touch it. Or I put the fish tank upside down on it. So
hi, Sophie.
That's Sophie. And so I wanted to make a 10-gallon tank for my granddaughter. I had already started watching YouTube a little bit. I guess I didn't even really look at YouTube yet. I just knew what I wanted. So I went into a fish store and told them I want to set up a birthday tank for my granddaughter. And they're like, well, when's your birthday? I said, tomorrow. Like, it doesn't work that way. So hence that started my journey at looking up. Sophie.
That's right, Sophie.
She's jealous, man. I'm looking this way. So sometimes I have to just look like this so she thinks I'm talking to her. But I'm not. I'm talking to you guys. Come here, fly to me. Come here.
Come on, Sophie.
Come on, baby. If she did, I would be so happy. Oh my gosh.
I know it. You never know. You might be talking to us and she'll land on you.
I've been trying, and even when she takes off in flight, I try to get her to land on me, but she doesn't yet.
She's going to. But I remember my first setting up. I did not know about the nitrogen cycle either, Darlene. And the scary part was I went into a box store. I guess I'll say its name, Petco. And I told Rod, my fur baby was not doing well, and I knew he would be passing away soon. So I said, I can't take another fur baby. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's like a child. So I told him, I said, I want to get back into keeping fish again. But I had no idea, like Darlene said, that there was a nitrogen cycle, and now people are using live plants instead of plastic plants. Well, I was scared to death of real plants. So I just went to the thing that I was familiar with, and Rod helped me pick out a 20-gallon kit off the shelf. I think it was on sale for $99. And I brought it all home, looked at it, bought the gravel, I bought plastic plants, and I set it up. And then the next time, I think it was 3 days later, I went back to Petco. And is my audio cutting in and out?
No, you're good.
Okay. Been having problems with my internet. So I went back about 3 days later. I had water in the tank, had the heater hooked up, the filter hooked up. And then I was looking at the fish. And a a store representative came up and he said, "How can I help you today?" And I said, "Well, I'm looking for some fish to put in my new tank." And he says, "Well, how long's it been set up?" I said, "About 3 days." He goes, "Oh, that's long enough."
Ay, ay, ay.
So he set me up with API products, the dechlorinator, the stress sign. No, I think it's Quick Start. Quick Start, you can put your fish right in. No. I knew from previous experience that I kept guppies. So I loved live bearers. And I said, well, no sense in getting the fellas, because if I get some pregnant girls, I'm going to have some fish here in a minute. So I brought those 3 girls home. And I did get a few fry from a stress fry drop, when you enter them into new water quality or a new environment. Sometimes they'll have like 10 or 15 babies and they'll stop. And then one of the females started killing the other 2 guppies.
Oh boy.
I said, "What's wrong with guppies today?" Because I never had that type of aggression out of guppies.
What's wrong with these guppies today?
That's what I was thinking when you were telling the story. I've never heard of a mean guppy.
And then the one that was left, I bagged her up and took her back. I said, "I don't want her. I don't know what she's mixed with, but she's not guppy." I said, "She killed my other 2 guppies." But I had all these babies growing up now. And so I told Rod, I said, "Honey, I need a fry grow out tank." And so the second tank that I set up,
And so it begins.
for the $1 per gallon, right? Well, the $1 per gallon sale's great, but if you don't have the hang on the back filter, if you don't have the heater, if you don't have the gravel, if you don't have the plants, if you don't have the lid and the lights, guess what? All of that adds up.
Yes, it does.
But I wasn't ready to make the decision. I told him all I needed was another tank to put some water in, and I'll put like a table lamp or something by it, and keep the heat up in the room. And so a few days went by, and he said, I said, I need all of this stuff. I need a lid, I need a heater, I need a filter. He goes, "Well, when you add all of that up, it's just another 20-gallon kit, right?" I'm like, he said you could save money with another 20-gallon kit. I said, "Yeah, you're right." So I emptied that tank out, cleaned it up, and took it back to Petco, and we bought another $100 20-gallon kit.
Nice.
Surprise.
And so from then on, I didn't do any more tank kits. When I needed fry grow outs, I started buying the little $10 heater. And I think I bought an air pump. No, my son-in-law gave me all of his old aquarium stuff. And there was pumps galore. There was airline hose. There was all kinds of stuff. And except heaters. So I went and bought the $10 little Tetra heater. And I told Rod, next time you're at Walmart, would you pick me up like a 3-gallon plastic tub? So that's where my grow outs went from at the aquarium to tubs lined up on top of my counter over here. So, but as far as setting up, I did everything the wrong way. And I want new beginners and intermediates to know that after 6 years, Susan has learned about the nitrogen cycle. And since we have older tanks that have lots of beneficial bacteria in it, I don't have to wait a month, 3 weeks to a month. Now I can just take a sponge filter and squeeze it out in my tank, or take an old filter media out of a hang on the back and put it in my new filter, and voila, as long as I don't overstock the new tank. And I would say an average, the old rule is 1 inch per gallon. But that's not always true, because some fish don't stay 1 inch, and some fish eat more because they swim faster and need warmer water. So that's going to cause an ammonia spike. And if you don't do an immediate water change, you might lose that stock. So there's things to learn about the hobby. And most of us learn it the hard way by losing fish. And then we have to get over the depression mode to go buy some more fish. But the most important thing, I think, is find out why those fish died first. Was it disease? Was it water quality? Was it overfeeding? Was it maybe putting too many different kinds of fish together at the same time, overloading the beneficial bacteria need to build up more beneficial bacteria? Because I've done that even just last year. I went and bought a school of Bosemani rainbow fish for my 55. Well, that was fine. But when I got to the guy's house, he gave me 10 Denison barbs. And I'm like, I don't have anywhere to put them. And he goes, well, they go with the rainbows. I said, yeah, but that's too much stock to put in one tank all at one time. So I was doing like water changes every 3 days just to keep the ammonia and nitrites down. So anyway, let me see what chat is saying. Rebuilding our brand, Darlene says, to just start on your phone and we will support you.
I know, I'm getting a tripod, so
okay,
so I have to prop it up.
Yes, to keep things stable. Because I have one friend, subscriber in Canada. He says, Susan, I love your live streams and I love your videos that you upload, but he says you don't hold your camera steady, and I get so nauseated. I said,
well, my iPad has its own stand, so it's on a stand, so it's fine.
Also, Mismatched Socks is in the house. Hello, Jesse. And Vinoski Tanks says, Darlene's Tanks, what aquarium setup are you dreaming to set up? What is your dream setup, Darlene?
I really don't think I have one, because I have 1, 2, 3. I got four tanks with no fish. They only have plants in them, and they're cycled and ready. And then I have a 65 that's sitting there empty with no water, because I just hadn't got around to it, and I have the plants for it, I have the rocks for it, the substrate, I have everything for it, and I just hadn't put it together. Maybe I'm a little bit too patient, just maybe, because I really got to study everything and do everything, and do it right, because I don't know, I'm just not a person that likes to make mistakes or don't want to make any mistakes. And but as far as a dream tank, I think I'm going to take my 65 and do a rainbow tank. And so I like those turquoise rainbows.
Yes.
And so I really think that's what I'll do.
Who was it that you were talking to about their rainbows?
Rico Stan.
Rico Stan, yes.
Yeah.
He got
Bosemani rainbows.
Yes.
And so, but I went on the site that the Get Gills to check them out, and they're reasonably priced, but I think I like the turquoise better.
Well, I wanted to let you know too, locally here in Alabama, with the Greater Birmingham Society Fish Club that we have on Facebook, there is a girl named oh boy, what was her name? Anyway, she breeds rainbows, and she says she's always needing some place for the juveniles to go.
Well, when you think of her name, you'll have to give me a text. I have to go back
to the planning group to find her name, and I'll send you a message.
Yeah, with everything that's gone on this year, money's been real tight.
Yeah.
So I have to be real careful what I spend on my fish.
The good thing about buying eggs or juveniles or even fry is they're cheaper, and it helps free up the breeder of some room there. So Susie Q, what is your dream tank, sweetheart?
I don't know as I actually have a dream tank, except for larger.
Yes.
My largest one is this 125 And downstairs, my largest one is 175. I have one 75-gallon, and the rest, like 4 or 5 of them, are 55. And then the rest I have the 40-gallon breeder wall. So my dream tank isn't any specific fish, definitely heavily planted, large. I prefer to have a larger one because some of my fish are growing out now. So that's where I would say my dream tank is. I know that's lame, isn't it? I don't have a dream tank because I have all my
I don't have
fish.
one.
And what you did, Darlene, is how I set up my tanks in the last 2 years. I set up an aquatic garden. And I just enjoy the aquatic garden for weeks and weeks and weeks. I absolutely love that part of it.
Yeah, I've been watching landscaping, aquascaping. You know, I've been watching George Farmer. I've been watching some young boy, but he does real good. I can't remember his name. Rio, I believe.
Yeah.
But I've been watching all the aquascaping because I have all my plants sitting over here, and I got 2 aquariums full of plants that I've been buying one at a time. And but I got a Scarlet Temple, and I got it a week ago, and now it's melting. And so, should I cut that all the way down to the bottom, or should I just let it melt? Do y'all know?
I would remove the leaves as they melt. I wouldn't remove them off.
Yeah, I've been doing that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't cut it all the way back because that can shock it and kill it.
Okay.
The melting process is normal while the roots are getting established. And if you disturb too much of the stalk, you know, that's part of the nutrients and everything that circulates back into the roots. So just pinch off or trim off the melting leaves.
Yeah, I got me a banana plant the other day, and it's doing so good. It's already set 2 shoots up. So it's doing real good. So I'm experimenting with different plants rather than Java Firm and Amazon Swords and Java Moss. So I've ventured out a little bit on that. So I am getting braver, you know.
That's good. That's good. Well, I think
it's exciting.
I think we all could slow down a little bit, Darlene, because a lot of us, we get so excited and then we forget all of our education and just do the wrong thing. I do.
Well, I think I did something wrong. I don't know what happened. This is a horrible story. I don't do water changes in fish room. I do like sections. So I did about 1/3 of my tanks, and I used the safe and anything. And I went to work. And every fish in all those tanks died.
Oh goodness!
This was just yesterday.
Oh no!
My favorite blue Oscar. And I don't know if it's something I did. I know the lines, the water was just flushed in our tip. I know that we've had a lot of heavy rain. But I got to take onus of it. I just don't know. It's devastating. So now all I've been doing for the last couple of days is just breaking everything down, bleaching everything out. Like, I don't know. Could it have been one was sick and I used the same scrubber and didn't realize it? Because I don't know. And I can sit here and second guess all I want. I don't have that knowledge in my head. I'm just starting all over again from scratch.
Susie, I'm sorry for your loss. A lot of us don't take the time to test our water qualities before water change. And after a water change, what can happen is, I think Mismatched Socks is saying dechlorinator, ? You can question the age of your dechlorinator. Also, what kills fish quicker than anything are pH fluctuations. And
I've been having that problem.
Yeah.
But does your pH change coming out of your tap?
It can change out of your tap, but not knowing what your tank aquarium was, it could have been acidic because it might. How long has it been? A couple weeks since a water change? A month.
Because it takes a month to do this section, this section, this section, this section. Yep. So
it could have been a little bit in the acidic. And then when you did the water change, it flushed it up to a hardness, alkaline. So it's good to test our water before a water change. I usually just use the TDS. And if the TDS meter is saying, oh, you're $4.99, I already know I'm going to be in the acidic. So I need to do a small water change. So therefore, because out of my tap, it's 7.2 to 7.6 sometimes. And so that fluctuation is enough to kill a flash pleco or a koi angel. So usually I have problems with all of a sudden my guppies start dying. And I'm like, what's wrong with y'all? I want to welcome you into the
My
stream.
fish were acting funny.
Hey,
And
Rena.
so,
Hi guys.
hey, Rena.
Hey, cutie. Hi, cutie pie.
Hi, sweetheart.
Well,
We're
my
talking
fish were
That's
acting
Kaya.
funny, and I knew that I tested my water coming out of the tap, November, and it was like 7.2, and so for the pH, and then I tested it when my fish were acting funny, and it was a 6.2. Well, I tested it today, and it's an 8.4. So mine has definitely changed, and I just have to watch it really close. But I think my thing is that I overthink a lot of things, and I got to think about it a long time.
Well, you're doing better than I am.
But I do.
You gotta let other people talk too, baby. It's not just you. I know.
So, Rena, tell us your story about when you first set up your first aquarium.
Well, my first setup, I've actually been given the task of doing all that information as the topic for my stream on Tuesday.
Nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's great.
I've been given the topic of what did I do and how did I set up my fish tank for my topic on Tuesday.
That's awesome. Well, we won't let you
And
go into it here.
this one started saying she wishes she was a fish keeper. I'm like, baby, you have your own fish tank. You are a fish keeper.
That's right.
She
You
goes,
are
I want to be a fish store keeper.
Well,
Well, maybe
she's
she'll grow up to be that.
Yeah.
Yes. Her store name is Got Fish.
got.
So where are you, Rena?
I am in North Dakota.
North Dakota? So I'm in Alabama here. So
Well, that's
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, for most of the streamers, there's about an hour's difference between me and them. Because you go from Eastern to Central time, it's an hour difference.
And who are the streamers?
Hmm?
Who are the streamers?
Well, there's you guys. And then there's also Bob Kaler, James with Fish Room Fever, Chattanooga Ed. A lot of the people I follow are over on the East Coast.
Okay.
what time zone are you in, Susie?
Eastern
Eastern.
Standard? Yeah. I don't know if it's standard or daylight savings, but it's Eastern.
Yeah, we're in Central. Susan and I.
It's
So right now for
our
me,
laptop on Wi-Fi, baby.
it's 5:40 at night.
Yeah, it's 4:40 here.
Yes, ma'am.
You need to quit trying to talk over everybody.
Is anybody fixing to set up a new tank?
Is anybody what?
I wish I could
afford
afford a new tank.
You know, it is the $1 per gallon sale.
Bob is.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's per area because I've not heard any news about that here in North Dakota. So
Yeah, I think it's nationwide. So Petco.
So Rena, what you need to do is when you go into Petco, if they don't have it visually on sale, pull it up on your phone that the website says it, and they'll match that price. So it doesn't matter if that particular store doesn't have it listed as it. When you go in, if Petco's website has it, they'll give you that price.
yeah, another problem with that though is having the money to do so.
Yeah.
Well, we all understand that.
Yeah, and see, my dream for my next tank, and my boyfriend keeps rolling his eyes and saying I'm insane. But my dream for my next fish tank is to try doing a saltwater. I would love to have my own saltwater.
That's
But
saltwater right there.
you see it, Kaya?
I love the salt water.
Yeah.
It's cool.
And see hers right there behind her. That's saltwater.
That is
And
so
and the
cool.
one on the other side is freshwater.
Yep.
She's right in between the two.
And a bird right behind me.
And she's got a bird right behind her. Oh, the joys of a 6-year-old co-host.
Yeah.
Emily, and then a snake keeper has a bird too, and its name is.
Well, I want to let everybody know that we have about 17 more minutes, and I am soliciting everyone for articles for the hashtag FishFam Community newsletter. The deadline was yesterday, and I haven't received any articles yet. And we're also having a memorial section for human loved ones, as well as fur babies, fish babies, reptiles, any of our critters that may have passed away this year. And I am putting a section at the bottom of the newsletter in memorial. And what I'm doing is, if you give me the name, the first name of the loved one, or whether it's human or fur baby, I'm putting it, their name, and either your channel name or your Facebook page name. And it's going to be the November, December newsletter, and I want it to be special. I think I shared it with Susan, but I really want it to be special so that, you know, the end of 2020, we've been through a rough year. And so we really want to make it, I want to make it special, because November is the month of Thanksgiving. December, for us Christians, it's Christmas, and we'll be coming up on the new year. So I'm really looking forward to 2021 being a better year for all of us.
Well, I met Susan. Was it January, I believe, Susan? I think it was before Christmas, actually. But I met Susan. I saw her live streaming, and I caught her live streaming, and I found out she's in Alabama. And somehow, I don't know how I got her number. I know she gave it to me, but I don't know when. But I got 5 quarries from her, 5 pepper quarries, and I got 3. Let's see, I got 9 little fancy guppies, but I wanted all males because I didn't want any extra guppies. And so I only have 3 now. It's been a while. But I only have 3 now. But I do have 3 little fancy guppies with red tails. They're just as cute as they can be. But I still don't want any females to go with them. I did
So
win.
you don't want to take swimmers?
No. And so I did win a drawing on Big J's Fish Channel, and he is sending me some koi swordtails. Now they're live bearers, and I'm excited to get them. They're a little bit bigger than the guppies. Yeah, I'm really excited to get them. So he's supposed to be sending those sometime this month, and so I'm excited to get those. And I was on Priscilla's page, and I won fish art and some of her fish art. So I'm excited to get that. And so I've just had a good time on Facebook. I mean, on YouTube. So I watch everybody, and I enjoy Chattanooga Ed. You know, he's real funny. And like I said, Bob Taylor's tanks, they are something else.
Amen.
And so they are really something else.
Bob's tanks are part of the reason why I want to try saltwater, seeing all the fish and all the beautiful coral.
I watch your live, your live stream,
your own mini piece of the ocean, kind of.
Yeah.
I would love it.
Yeah.
Well, I want to keep on for a minute. I just went up into the chat and I saw where Bob Kaler says sorry he has an emergency. So let's send good thoughts and prayers to him right now. We know one of his pups are sick. He has two of them at the vet's office right now. So I want to send good thoughts and prayers to him at this moment for everything to work out okay. In Jesus' name, amen.
Yeah.
Thank you. I want to let Rena know that Melvin at Building Our Brand says, that's cool, Rena. I'm starting a saltwater tank coming soon, given to me by my friend Salty Reef. The 75-gallon saltwater build, the stand and canopy is getting a makeover. Purple and gold stand and canopy.
Oh, lucky.
Congratulations, Melvin.
Lucky.
So
I wish I had friends that would give me tanks like that.
I know it.
But North Dakota, like 3-hour drive away from here, is a stone pillar that literally has a plaque on it. It says Geographical Center of North America.
Wow.
I live in the middle of nowhere.
Do you know Caleb's Aquatics? I think he's 14 or 15 now.
Yes.
And he's in North Dakota. I forget the town that he's in. But he's getting ready to open a shop. And he has all kinds of tanks and things, and he'll work out stuff with you.
Kaya's wondering if anybody has questions for her. She really wants to answer questions for you guys.
No. Well,
let them ask you questions and then you can answer, okay?
What's your favorite
fish? Wondering how my fish is
going.
on.
Hold on. So they asked a question, but you were talking and you didn't hear them.
So what is your favorite fish?
What's your favorite fish?
My baby Molly's.
Baby Molly.
What's his name?
She has 7 baby Mollies right now.
Congratulations.
Only one of the 7 has a name, and she named it Twilight Sparkle.
Yes.
Oh, this is a pretty name.
Because it has so much fun, and it's different from the nether.
You know what? Since the laptop is not plugged in right now, we can actually take the camera, move it to the tank, and show off her mollies.
I was glad you could do this on Friday, Susan. It's my off day. I hate that your internet messed up yesterday, but I'm glad you were here Friday.
Yeah, like I said, I have a regular schedule, but we're gonna move some things around sometimes, and sometimes the internet just doesn't work.
Yeah, I was kind of excited about it.
See, but this one right up top, that's the one with the name.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Kaya, they're trying to see your fishies.
Now, see, you shop at Aquarium Co-op.
This one is Twilight.
She had me put Aquarium Co-op on the decorations special. She had me write that on there.
Well, that's good. She's learning at a young age.
Yep.
The plant and the sponge filter are from Corey. They were in the goldfish tank, but
I was wondering if you still had your goldfish.
Kept ripping it out. They kept ripping the plant out, and I'm lagging again. Oh no! Videos are lagging and stuff. Okay. But yeah, the goldfish kept ripping the plant out, and the filter that came with the 10-gallon kept overflowing over the back of the tank. So I put the sponge filter in there. I've not had any more problems.
Yeah. On my tanks, I have
Can I ask
hang
me
on
some
back and the
questions?
sponge filters because I'm scared to
Our
just do the
laptop
sponge.
is having trouble connecting. We might have to back out and just join them from the chat.
Okay, it's down to us three girls.
So,
Is someone in
Oh,
this
she's trying to
door?
convert.
hold on. Don't touch anything, Kaya. I know it's.
So
I know
rebuilding
you're
our
getting frustrated,
ranches, what
baby, but
other
we
fish do
gotta
you plan
wait
on
for
getting?
the laptop.
Oh, Susan, you're silent.
I sure am. When I type, I mute
I can hear you
my
now.
mic. What was your question, darling?
Rebuilding your ranch asks what other fish were we planning to get?
Right.
So you're rebuilding your fish room, Susan. What are you planning on doing? Have you got all your tanks set up and full, or are you searching for other fish?
All of my tanks are full that I'm going to set up right now. I'm growing out the Santa Maria endlers.
Oh, I want some of
And
those so bad. They're so pretty.
they really are. They
But they
just
got
don't
a pretty
breed well.
price. They got a
Pretty
they don't.
price, yeah. But
Yeah.
I'm not going to charge that much for mine because mine are throwing some other traits that are not perfect. So,
Well, Bob has some for sale on Get Gills, and I looked at them, but I said I just couldn't do that.
yeah, he has them, and he got his from Dan.
Yeah.
So Dan's the one who bred and worked with that strain to get them back to the original. And so they still throw some off traits sometimes, but they are very pretty. And I think he calls that the swallowtail. It's on the Santa Maria. And mine are not breeding too well. Something's not right in my tank. I don't know what it is. And but because even my hornswort is starting to melt, and that doesn't make any sense to me.
No, it does not.
And
It's
I've
hard to
got
kill that
6
stuff.
Cory cats down in the bottom, and they breed every water change. But I'm not adding anything to my fish room. I'm letting what's there develop. I need some more room for my yo-yo loaches. I have 5, and I probably could put 2 over into the 55, but I don't want them disturbing my flash pleco. He's the L204. And let me see. I got to check something here. Melvin typed something and YouTube flagged it. But everything's growing, and I'm trying to get my doors to.
Hey!
Well, are your goldfish doing good? That your Rod got you?
Oh yeah, I got 5 that are living. I told him to get me 7 because I knew a couple of them would probably go off because there were feeder fish. Actually, I don't know if the shabumpkins are considered feeder fish.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I got 5 of them.
Petco has 2 Orandos that I want, and but Sandy Doherty told me I didn't have 20 gallon was not big enough. But I have a 29, and I've really thought about putting in there, but I don't want to commit to that because I don't want to give them my 65, and I don't have anything in between the 29 and the 65. So I've been contemplating. I'm going to Petco and getting me a 40 breeder.
Yeah.
I have everything for it. I have the filter, the substrate, but I don't have a top. No, I got to get the top.
Okay.
But you can find them they're pretty reasonable. But I keep on thinking about that. I only got another week or 2 before the sale's over with. But I want those Orlando goldfish so bad. And then I have to think about where to set up another tank, Yeah,
well, mine will stay out all winter in the in the ponds. So
Mhm. Well, I have a treadmill over here in my office. And a tank can go right there, and I sure don't use that treadmill. You can look at me and tell that. So,
yep, perfect
yeah,
space for another tank.
yeah, it's perfect place for another tank.
Well, Susie, do you want any new fish?
No, I think I'm gonna grieve for a little bit. I'm gonna clean up for a little bit. I'm gonna just reflect for a little bit. This is yesterday and today is pretty much of a big shock for me.
Yeah.
I hate that for you, Susie. I hate that. It
Yeah.
is
Take your
horrible when
time.
that happens.
Amen.
Yeah, like my beautiful blue Oscar, a couple of my betta fish, puppy fry. Oh,
Mm.
Me a
I mean,
first.
especially
can
when
be-
you don't know what happened. That's the bad thing is you don't.
yeah.
There's no explanation for really what happened.
Yeah.
Because I just got this job, so I did water change, and then I ran out the door. There was no sitting around in my fish room drinking coffee, watching the interaction. It was just I went to work.
Yeah.
Then I came home and I fell asleep. And then the next morning I was like,
Trouble.
so of course my initial reaction is I blame the township. They put something in the water, or they just flushed the system, but I don't know. It could be
Was
me.
that the only tank that you did the water change on?
The different tanks, I think there was 7 or 9 of them somewhere in that whole area. All those fish died in every tank.
Every one of them.
And
Man,
I did use a dechlorinator. I use Safe, and I use Safe because
you've been using that for a long time, though.
Yeah,
That's nothing
I
changed.
use it for my turtle tanks. I
Yeah.
use it for all my fish tanks. I mean, I go through it like crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm just devastated. And I keep thinking in the back of my head, like, it's just fish. Get a grip.
Yeah, but it's not.
It's not.
They're not just fish.
They're not.
I mean, you talk to them every day.
Yep.
I do.
And I think they counted on me keeping them safe and healthy. And look what happened.
You guys probably saw the short little video I did of where I panicked when I discovered that my calico fantail had gotten stuck in one of the decorations in her tank.
Yeah.
Good news is she recovered fully from it.
Great.
Perfectly fine.
Well, Rena,
that's good.
the question, Rena, was what fish do you want next?
Oh goodness, what fish do I want next?
Nemo!
I tell you, having this one as a co-star, it makes streams a whole lot better.
Yeah.
It's like a mini me.
Yeah.
But what fish do you want next, Rita? I'm excited to know.
Oh goodness, I think. Do I have to pick one?
One, just one. And a reasonably one that you can get, you can actually afford and get, not just an arowana that you can't, that you can't have.
Luckily, there are no arowanas anywhere for sale near me, so I will leave those fish specifically for John and Lisa.
Okay.
With KP Tropicals, I'll leave all the arowanas for them.
So what's your answer?
No, you don't. An arowana needs like 100 gallons of water just to grow. We have no room for that in our tiny apartment. Oh goodness.
Kidding.
I don't know. Maybe try my hand at blue tanks, also known as dory, the dory fish. Cause, Kaya, calm down. I found out that I forget where I found this out, but any blue tangs you find in a pet store are all wild caught. Nobody has been able to successfully captive breed blue tang. So I would love to try my hand at getting them to do that so we could stop taking them out of the oceans, figure out a way to be the first to have captive bred blue tanks for sale. That
I
would be
think the saltwater tanks are gorgeous, but I'm too big of a chicken to get one because I would
They
want
are
the corals
gorgeous.
and the
I just
reefs and all the the stuff. And
yeah.
my brother does saltwater tanks, and so he has some beautiful, and he goes around to office buildings and maintains them for them. So,
Good. Did anybody have any other questions for Kaya?
Because I'm so sad.
She wants to talk with you guys, but
But you don't talk to me.
will you talk over everything?
Well, at this time, we're going to close it out because it's of the hour. And I appreciate each and every one of you that have come to be with us today. You've made it a total success. And we may switch it to Fridays from Thursdays,
It's
depending on
okay. It's okay.
my schedule, okay?
okay, thank you for having me, Susan. I do appreciate it. I
Thanks,
enjoyed it very
Darlene.
much.
Thanks,
It was so
Susie.
nice to talk to you, Susie. And Rena, nice to meet you and your daughter.
Yes, Rena and
They
Kaya.
liked meeting you. Can you
We
at least
hope
say
that you all
bye-bye?
have a great day.
Okay, does it just
All
close
right.
off? What do I do?
You can
Well,
stay right
asked
there.
you one
Okay.
time.